I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look.
Yeah! Air horn, we are back.
It is your boy, Paper Chase, live at Diamond Owl Studio.
Jumping out of your seat, jumping out of your jeans, enraged.
Today I'm with my partner in crime. Introduce yourself and just chill out over there, you wrestler announcer or whatever you want.
Hey guys, it's your boy Diamond Don Wannabe.
Diamond Don Wannabe.
You said chill out, bro. Hey man, it's your bro, dude.
You're supposed to be the
Diamond,
chill one.
I'm Diamond Don Wannabe, man. How you guys doing, dude?
All right, enough with the long introduction. So it has come to my attention in the past 24 hours that there's some sort of controversy with a Sydney Sweeney ad.
Yeah, I don't know
Correct.
what's going on, but apparently everybody's mad. It's all over the interwebs. People are furious. I saw some people on like TikTok just raging about how terrible and racist this video is. So I figured we should watch it and see what all the fuss is about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm always down to see
Yeah, let's
Sydney
just
Sweeney
jump
video.
into the middle of the pop culture, just anger sphere. And
Okay, before we
Cyclone.
jump into it, can we just give our opinions pre-video of Sydney Sweeney? What do you think about Sydney Sweeney? 1 out of 10 on the boner scale.
dude, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to play into your misogynistic, patriarchal, objectification of women.
He does
11.
He's just not a boob
11.
guy.
11.
Okay, good. All right, let's check this out, bro, because I'm really confused on what could be so bad about this. But hey, I'm a progressive guy. I'll take it for face value. So we'll give our honest opinion. Let's check it out.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing.
Looks a little flat. Jeans
Yeah.
seem a little bit loose fitting and not well fit. I'm just being honest opinion of the jeans. I'm not in love with them.
That's not our best asset, if you know what I mean.
I'm talking about the jeans, dude.
I was talking about her booty.
Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
You see what I did there, right? Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very keens.
That's the part that people are mad about. That right there.
I can.
Let's run it back.
see-
Let's just run it back.
It's a reach, but I can see. Okay, yeah. Let me hear that again.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very keens.
I can see, especially because they're talking about hair color and eye color. They're not talking about height or anything that we kind of is universal between all races. It's more talking about blonde with blue eyes. Like, she has great genes. I can understand why people would maybe be offended by that.
You can.
I can understand. I mean, then again, I feel like nowadays everybody's kind of reaching, but I do understand, especially accused of being Nazi propaganda. I can understand how people can interpret that, but it also kind of goes back into like, man, everybody's getting so sensitive these days.
Bro, that's
a
what
little
I,
bit
it's
of a
just like,
reach.
can we just stop? Can we just stop? Can we just stop being offended by everything? That's my
Yeah.
take on it, because like, it's a play on words. I used to go to like estate sales and stuff like that fairly frequently and go buy and sell like furniture. That's why, I hooked up this whole place up, and how I was able to do that is just like Facebook Marketplace. I know how to look for stuff. One of the things that we would pick up is jeans. It's like, you can make a ton of money with jeans. I don't know if you knew that, but old Levi's you can sell for so much money, and they're literally like passed down.
What
like
the
people,
hell does this have anything
I'm
to
about
do?
to tell you
Okay.
because she's saying like, you know, they're passed down from generation. Like there's certain types of Levi's where people will literally take their pairs of pants and be like, hey, you know, I'm giving this to my daughter, or like my dad's jean jacket. So like that's like a thing that people do with their families. It's like they'll take an old nice Levi's jacket, pass it on to their kids. It's literally like a family heirloom. So when I see this, I'm like, oh, you know, I get that there's a connotation there, but they're also playing on the fact that it's like a family heirloom, in my opinion.
And I
just because I have that
understand
experience.
what you're saying. I just try to think about it from a more empathetic level of like putting myself in a position of somebody who might have been, you know, like ostracized when they were younger because they're a person of color, hearing like, hey, great genes is like blonde hair, blue eyes. That's why I can understand why there might be people out there who are offended by it.
Bro, we all get picked on.
Like clearly I'm not offended by it. I mean, but that's,
oh, you look offended.
I mean, no.
We all get picked on. Did you not get picked on for traits of yours?
I was a fat kid, so yes,
okay.
of course I did.
I got picked on for being short. They would call me shrimp, and
You
literally
still get picked on for being short, you little
not by you, fool.
Frodo looking
Beat you up right now, bro. On camera. Let's go. Let's go.
Don't you
I'm
have
not Frodo,
don't you have a
dude.
ring to take to Mordor or something? Come on, let's get back to this.
I'm more like one of the dwarves. You know what I mean? Like tough,
Yeah.
badass with the beard.
You're like Gollum.
My precious.
Sydney Sweeney has very Keynes. Sydney Sweeney has very Keynes.
Let me guess.
Hi, I'm Sydney Sweeney, and I'm from Spokane, Washington. I can work as a local hire as well, though, and I am available for the American Eagle jeans campaign shoot.
Profile and hands, please. Thanks. We'll be in touch.
Sydney Sweeney has very Keynes.
Next.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a second and just pull up, you know, a couple of the reactions that people have had, just so we can see what some people are saying about this little video here. Ooh, what I do? Oops.
I really wasn't going to weigh in on this, but here we go. It is so difficult to grow up as a person of color, specifically a woman, and view yourself as beautiful in any sense of the word growing up in this country. I remember growing up in a predominantly white community, wishing myself out of this body, out of this culture, take my name, if it meant that I could wake up blonde-haired and blue-eyed, never having to explain who I am or worry about being accepted. That is why this American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney is especially off-putting. There's a lot of rhetoric right now online about the political ideologies that this represents, and I don't discount that, but for me, I can't help but think about the 13-year-old brown girl who gets all her denim at American Eagle, who already struggles to see her beauty and worth in a world that continues to value white, Eurocentric beauty standards, which I naively thought by this point we would have moved the needle on. And this girl is now wishing she too could wake up with blonde hair and blue eyes. It took me so long, too long in my life to look in the mirror and see beauty. And I hate that that continues to be a shared experience for young brown girls in this country.
Okay, I just want to kind of shed light to what's been going on the past decade in the beauty standard of women. Like you look at the Kardashians. You know, they're Armenian, right? I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they're not
Or Iranian.
They're
I
not
don't know.
blonde hair, blue-eyed white girls, and they were like the standard of beauty for like a decade.
Yeah.
Bro. Like BBL, you know, big beautiful Latinas are like that's all over everywhere now, you know, like there's no standard for beauty anymore. And it's absolutely definitely not a blonde hair, blue eyed white girl. I mean, at least if you're being real about it, and people are going to probably come on here going, yes, it is. And arguing at it. No, it's not. It's really not anymore. And everybody knows that, you know what I mean? So I don't know. But
look, to a degree, I can empathize with what she's saying.
Yeah.
Right. Like I can see where she's coming from and understand that, you know, you can interpret that in a certain way that I'm not beautiful because I don't fit into this picture. And that there is some truth to that.
Yeah.
And also the other side of that is that I think that everybody to some degree feels uncomfortable in their bodies. Like I don't, you know, you kind of have to be a psychopath. If you look in the mirror and you're like, dude, I'm so fucking hot, dude. On this shit, dude. Like, you know, look at bodybuilders. Like bodybuilding culture, a lot of it is fueled by body dysmorphia. Dudes that never feel like they're good enough, never feel like they're big enough, never feel like they're strong enough, have big enough muscles, and they just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, you know, and it goes for people of all colors and creeds. So I think there is something to be said for just saying, you know what, this whole world around me, like I can't conform to its standards. Like I can't look at these ads and compare myself to that. Like I'm not going to be the tall, skinny model. You know, that's not in the cards for me. I don't have those genes, and that has nothing to do, well, maybe my Mexican genes, that makes me like short and stubby a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's like, it doesn't matter though. It's just like, you just have to be comfortable with yourself, and you can't let, you know, society and commercials like dictate your personal happiness. That's crazy.
Yeah. And like the one thing I will say, like you said, I mean, I can definitely empathize with her and what she's, and you know, and something like I grew up in a completely different, you know, environment than she did, I'm sure. And, you know, so I can't really relate to what she's going through, but I understand.
It's different for women.
But
I mean, that's the thing about this conversation.
But at the end of the day, the morals that I stand on is like, why victimize yourself for no reason?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at, is like, you can look to be offended by anything and everything, and you can look to compare yourself to everything out there and say, I'm not good enough because I don't look like this person who's famous. But it's like Rihanna's got, you know, ads with all these like Fenty and all these different brands. It's like there's all these different people of all different cultures now that are getting shine, that are getting huge endorsements, that don't fit your typical beauty standard molds. Right. And can we just like appreciate that and say that there's space for everybody?
Yeah. And instead of like looking at, you know, I hate to say this, I don't want to say like that in the wrong way or come across the wrong way, but like instead of looking at, you know, things that happened so long ago, like we have progressed so much as a society. And yeah, we're definitely not perfect. And there's definitely some terrible racist people out there. But in general, like we have made leaps and bounds. And to sit here and be like, bring it up as if, you know, you're a victim crying on camera, like, I can't believe that they made me feel this way. It's like, dude, get over it. Like, stop trying to get sympathy from the world around you and create issues with something that, quite frankly, like, if this made you feel that way, you know, that's on you. And it really is. But I mean, yes, I can see, like I said at the beginning of this video, I can see where people are coming from, but it's a reach. And to go out and publicly make a video like that, just
I feel like a lot of people are trying to fuel the fires of, you know, division and racial tension.
Yeah.
Like, you know, people are like profiting from that and you know, profiting off of victimization. And it's like, I mean, for me personally, it's like, can we just all take a deep breath and not take everything so damn seriously? It's like, it's a Jean ad. Maybe it was like the tone of it was a little bit, you know, tone deaf.
And I think the whole joke behind it was because she knows she's got some big old knockers. And that's where her big good genes came from. That's where the good genes comes into fucking play. Like, it's not about her being white and having, you know, the classic blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah, listen to the blonde hair, blue eyed white guy over here.
I don't have blonde hair. Do I? Anyways,
I don't know.
Guys, that's my opinion on it, man. I mean, you know what? Comment down below what you thought of the video. Comment down your perspective.
Are we off base? I mean, you know, why not?
Yeah,
you know get
seriously.
The perspective of two, you know, white men on this subject.
Yeah, you know, and at the end of the day, we're open to all criticism and different feelings and thoughts. If you felt a certain way about this video, comment down below. And, you know, there's no harm, no foul. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video and our perspective, make sure you give it a like. Make sure you comment down below your thoughts and opinions and something that we should check out next. Subscribe to the channel to show your support. And yeah, besides that,
peace.